I like it. I like it, bro. Hey, what up? What up? What up, baby? Hey, this is your boy G. Hey, y'all are on with talking with KPG. Once again, I'm G. That's co-host Prince. Uh, Corey will be late or he won't be making it today. Man, he had a long day at work, so he probably will not be here. But we do have a great show ahead of us for everybody
Yes, we
today, man.
do.
We appreciate you all rocking with us. We appreciate you all joining us. Um, let me go ahead and talk about the topics we're gonna talk about, man. We'll put that out there so y'all can be ready. We're gonna talk about Sam Darnold moving on to Carolina. We're gonna talk about uh, your boy Paul Pierce being fired after his live stream on Instagram. We're also going to talk about um, we got some more NFL. We're going to talk about the Falcons possibly moving out of that number 4 spot.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
and
I got, I
and
got, I
and
got
some
a lot on. I got a lot on that. I'm
yeah
telling you. I'm
and
doing
some
my
and some
research.
and some potential buyers for that. So
Yeah, no
that
doubt.
should be very interesting. Very interesting, man. So, like I said, man, we appreciate you all rocking with us. We appreciate y'all checking in. Uh, appreciate it, Chuck. Chuck said, "Nice t-shirts, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. I got one coming to you, bro. I got one coming to you, man. When y'all get back in town, we'll give him to Lil John and give him to James. He'll give him to y'all. So, got something coming for y'all. Appreciate y'all support. Appreciate you all rocking with us. Everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube, thank you once again. I do have to say this, man. We we didn't get to talk about the national championship game.
Oh, yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Let's get into that.
Definitely. Let's matter of fact, let's jump into that, man.
Okay.
Um, what a run Gonzaga had,
Yes, sir.
but they ran into a buzz saw called the Baylor
Yes,
Bears, man.
sir.
That team is tough, man. That team is tough. That team is tough. You can't take anything away from Gonzaga. They had a great year. They're not scrubs. They weren't
Nope.
overrated.
Nope.
But Baylor hit their stride, and they never let their foot off the gas, man. What'd you think about
No.
the championship game, bro?
Okay, this is what I think. We can see now to all our viewers, I appreciate you all logging on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Um, you got to understand one thing. Baylor was the number one team for a while until COVID hit, and then they became the number two team because they didn't play consecutive games for like weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So they were pretty much basically the number one team when it came down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's fast forward this a little bit. Now, now Gonzaga came in when they went to the tournament, had an easy streak, and then when they went to the NCAA tournament, easy streak. They didn't really play no tough opponents. But Baylor played every tough opponent that they had, regardless of what they went through, except for Gonzaga because that game got canceled because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So, so they didn't see nobody as physical and tough as the three guards that they have predicted to go to the NBA to be able to come out there dominant. And them boys dominated, bro, from
They did.
start to finish. They
They did.
dominated. I mean, you can't take anything from them. Gonzaga was a good team. But a lot of people had this narrative that Gonzaga was one of the best teams to ever do it, and I disagree.
Okay.
UNLV did it.
Okay.
UNLV did it. Indiana did it. And I hate talking about Indiana, but they did it in 1974. They went undefeated and they won the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky did it. Kansas did it. Okay, and but when you get to this final game, I mean, I think they got worn out by the UCLA game. I think their whole mental aspect was spent.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to try to get back up for this Baylor team, and they just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do
Do you
it.
agree? Do you agree or do you disagree on
Yeah,
that, G?
I agree. I agree. I think you like you said UCLA took them to the brink. They took them all the way there, man. Took them to overtime, and that took its toll on Gonzaga. I do disagree on them not really playing it, but I think they played a pretty tough schedule in the playoffs. Man, they played Oklahoma, um, they played Creighton, who was playing well. You know, they played USC, who was a surprise team, who was playing
Okay.
well, and then UCLA. So I thought they played some tough teams. Uh,
Okay.
they they just were the better team. But
Okay.
Baylor, like you said, Baylor played some tough teams as well. But Baylor, I think their schedule wasn't as top heavy either. You know, they played
Oh,
Wisconsin, uh, Nova, Arkansas. So those teams were kind of no name, not no name, but they weren't as the top of the top either. Um,
so you
and
think
then
they
they
pretty much?
played, then they played Houston though. That Houston game was tough. Uh,
You
so
think
that
they're
that
pretty
was
much even?
yeah, it's pretty much even. It was pretty much even. So,
Okay.
but I think it was like you said, that UCLA put it made it really tough on them. Man, they wasted a lot of energy playing that game. So I actually agree with you on that part of it, man. UCLA kind of showed everybody the blueprint, on
Yes,
how
yes,
to
sir.
get to them, how to get to them. So, uh, but one hell of a game though, man. That
Mhm.
UCLA Gonzaga game was a hell of a game, and it was kind of a letdown seeing the Baylor game and the Gonzaga game because that first
Yeah,
game was so
yes,
good.
yes, yes.
Yeah, the first
It
game was so
was
good.
it's totally two different evils. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Two different games, and the effort that came out to it, and it was just crazy, man.
yeah,
But it was great though because I'm glad because with all the pandemic and the coronavirus going on, we were actually given a great Final Four, man.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's all we can appreciate. We need to appreciate that and be thankful and and then go from there, man. It's gonna be great again next year too, but we should
Yeah.
appreciate what we're going through because and let our viewers and everybody has to out there this time of how do I want to say this? This time of the year, this time of our century, we're gonna make history books because
Mm-hmm.
we went through something that has been unprecedented.
Oh
So
yeah,
every time somebody wins a championship, like in the bubble with the Lakers, like with Baylor and NCAA, like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and NFL, it's just gonna be unprecedented. It's gonna be something that we always gonna remind ourselves about as time goes on.
oh yeah, oh yeah. 2020 and 2021 is gonna be forever remembered, dog, for the games that people played in the pandemic with no
Hmm.
fans. So this
Yes,
year
sir.
is definitely down in the record books and history books. And when we're talking to our grandkids
Yes, sir.
and we can talk to them about the year that there were no fans and people had to
Yes,
win
sir.
championships with no fans. Uh,
No fans.
so let's stay on this year's topic of college basketball real quick. Um,
Okay.
UNC, Roy Williams retired. Uh,
Yes, sir.
he hung the cleats up, man, and what a great career he had. But UNC hired a assistant coach for
Okay.
Roy Williams, but the first black head coach ever for UNC, man, and Hubert Davis. What are your thoughts on that?
First, my thoughts on it. Thank you for I've been working so much, but thank you for letting me know that because I didn't know that they hired the first black coach, and that is excellent. I am so happy about that because you want to know why? That's the difference between basketball and football, right there. That is the difference because they give minority coaches a chance to be great,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they're not worrying about whatever happened before. They're worrying about okay, this is the best guy for the job. Let's give him the opportunity, and that's all that matters, G. Let's
Yeah,
give the best guy for the job, no matter white, black, Hispanic,
Hispanic. Yeah.
Chinese, whatever it is. If he's the best guy for the job,
Mm-hmm.
give him an opportunity. Let him prove what he can do.
Yeah.
Give him a chance to prove what his coaching skills are like and how he can galvanize a team to be great.
And they kept it in house, man, and I can appreciate that. Roy Williams brought this kid up, man, and in his system, and they didn't go outside the house, man, to go shopping. They went shopping inside their own grocery store, man. So I can appreciate that. So that's big kudos to UNC for that. That's huge, um, for just for college basketball itself and for UNC. So
Yeah,
um,
yeah, exactly. Because
yeah,
like I said, it's a first, and it's a brown groundbreaking hire, and it should be appreciated by anybody. It should be appreciated.
yeah. And I saw a tweet where they were saying the '90s basketball players are now your college basketball head coaches. Your Hubert
Yes, sir.
Davis, your
Mm.
uh, Alonzo Mourning, not Alonzo Mourning, but Patrick Ewing's, your Jawan Howard's. Now your
Ron
Hubert Davis.
Howard. I was waiting
Yeah,
on that one.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's pretty cool, man. And then Kenny Anderson, Kenny Anderson, actually a college coach as well, man. But he's down at Fisk University, a D3
Okay.
school.
Okay.
So it's good, man, to see Damon Stoudemire. He's out there coaching as well, man. So
That's good.
all
That's
the
good.
'90s players are out here coaching now, man. So that's awesome, awesome. Good to see, good to see. Um, oh, that's good stuff, Corey Davis. What's up, bro? That
Corey.
my boy can't make it, but he's on the show. I love it. I love it. Corey said there's only been three coaches for UNC total. I did not know that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
got
yeah.
Dean
They
Smith,
haven't hired many coaches. No, they haven't
Dean
hired many
Smith,
coaches.
Roy Williams, and now Hubert Davis,
Yep.
huh? In the past 40 years. Okay, that's good
Yep.
stuff. Good stuff.
It's
Good
just like
stuff.
the Pittsburgh Steelers. They had the
Yeah.
same type of feeling about keeping the same coach for many years and see how it works out instead of just jumping around and hiring different people. So
Right.
that's great.
Right. Right. Okay. Let's transition, man. Talking about basketball still. Uh,
Okay.
well, we're gonna go to the pros, man. So
Okay.
you have people that have played and now have pretty good jobs, man, being on TV.
Mhm.
Um, like Shaq, like Kenny
Yep.
Smith, Charles Barkley, um, Chris Webber. They have opportunity to stay around the game of basketball and talk about it, and get paid.
Yes,
And
sir.
so that's a pretty good life. Uh, Paul Pierce had that opportunity as well, man, and he got fired on his day off. Paul Pierce got fired on his
You get
day off.
fired on your day off. I see the video with you moving them boxes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Paul was living his life, man. He was living it up, and he let some stuff leak out onto social media.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
he was having a good time. Do
Yeah.
do you do you think he should have been fired for what he did?
I okay. There wasn't no nude pictures in there. There's just a bunch of dancers in there, and he was having a good time with, I guess, his friends and stuff. But what his mistake was, he put it on the same social media page as his job. You could have made another social media page, man. He could have made it private. I mean, let's just be honest here, bro.
Yeah.
He could have made it private. He could have did something else. And ESPN, they might have eventually found out about it, but at least it's not directly back to their own or the media page that they give him. And man, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think he should have been fired. I think he should have been suspended, reprimanded, because it wasn't no the whole world knows about strippers, bro. It's not
Hmm.
no secret. It's not no secret.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and some rich people have parties, but his mistake was he linked it to the same media page as his job, but he didn't think it was gonna be a backlash like that. But Paul Pierce has a bunch of money, man, so he felt that. I can't say he was in denial. I can't say he didn't realize what he was doing, but I guess he figured whatever consequences comes out of this, I just have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because
Um.
he knew working for Disney, you couldn't put that online, bro. You knew come on now. How many Stephen A's business spending, a bunch of people business spending over more media, more stuff that's not is worse than what he did.
Uh,
You had to know.
yeah, I think I think he was so out of it, like
Yeah,
drunk and
yeah,
high.
yeah, yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
think he realized what he was
That
really
what he was
doing.
doing. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I agree. I agree. I
he
agree. Definitely.
so the I think what made him really get fired, and this is Corey is saying this right now over on Facebook. He uh, ESPN is Disney owned. It's
Yes,
owned by Disney.
yes,
So anytime you put that in front of Disney,
yep,
that's going to be a problem. That's
yeah,
going to be a
of course.
problem. The
Yeah,
children,
yep.
seeing them on there smoking marijuana, uh, seeing somebody's mom or somebody's daughter out there uh, dancing and stripping and um, just isn't a good look for ESPN. Isn't a good look
Uh,
for Disney. Um, so I think that's a fireable offense, man. I think
it is.
you make us look
I
bad.
never said it wasn't, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a fireable offense. But he should have known better. Like
yeah,
I
yeah,
said, he's probably in a position to his mind where he really wasn't registering what he was doing until it was too late. But
yeah,
he could
yeah.
always get a job with Fox.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Corey said we tend to forget that Paul's from Compton, and that
Yeah,
Compton came out a little bit. Oh yeah, so he got a little hood in him, man. So
yes, sir.
yeah,
Just like Serena Williams.
we do tend to forget that he's not that Paul Pierce in Boston that we think he is, man. The
Yeah,
softy that we think he is. Uh,
okay. Yeah.
um, but also, uh, Mike Franklin says he shouldn't have been fired. He said he was helping those girls get through college.
I like that. I like that. I like that. Hey, support the people.
Yeah, support the
I'm a
people,
people
man.
person. I'm
Support
a
the
support
people.
the people.
That boy is crazy. So maybe we was wrong about this. Chuck says Bill Guthridge and Matt Dohertz was I guess a coach for UNC as well. I have no idea who none of those people are.
Me neither.
They probably didn't last long. So uh, more basketball news, man. Trey Young.
Here we
Um,
go. Here we go. I know you
why
waiting to get that Trey Young out there.
why is Trey Young getting so much disrespect, man? Why people don't respect what Trey Young is doing out there in Atlanta? Out here in Atlanta. I'm sorry, not even out there. Out here in
Good recovery.
Atlanta.
Okay, let me explain. Okay, now, where do you predict Trey Young to be in the next 3 seasons? What do you predict him to be in scoring, assists, rebounds, steals, uh, blocks? Do you expect Trey Young to be a superstar for the next 3 years?
A
Honestly,
superstar? I don't expect him to be a superstar, but I expect him to be an all star.
an All Star. Okay.
Yeah, I expect him to be
So
an all
you
star.
predicting next year Trey Young will make the All Star game, correct?
Yeah, I think he should have made it this year, honestly.
Okay.
But there's a I guess an ESPN top 25 list that's out, and Trey Young is like number 22 or something. They have LaMelo Ball above Trey Young, and this is the top 25 for NBA players under 25, 25 and under.
Okay.
So they said there's 20 some odd other players that are better than Trey Young.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that, but I think Trey Young has to prove himself to a lot more people, man. I mean, in the short span of what he's done, I guess a lot of people out there just aren't buying it. I mean, he's had great games and it's been phenomenal, but a lot of people are still doubters, haters, doubters, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
They still want to see more. I guess they feel that he's capable of doing more. Now, if people feel you're capable of doing more, they're not going to give you benefit of doubt with the little stuff you do. You got to have to show out and do more. Like the Shaq, Kobe, Jordan, Bill Lambert, Larry Bird. Uh, perfect example. Perfect example. Okay, see if you agree with me, and I want the listeners to see if they agree with me. I was thinking about this before we came on. The Portland Trailblazers, Dame Dollar, for the last 2 seasons, he has no way of beating the Clippers. Do you think that's a mental breakdown, or do you think he just don't have enough games to beat the Clippers, G? He's been horrible,
Versus
horrible.
my
Yes,
regular season. Yeah,
during the regular season and the playoffs. I mean,
they
they
look
didn't meet
bad
last
yesterday.
year, yeah, yeah, but during the regular season, they have not beat the Clippers yet. Do you think it's a mental block with Dame Dollar because he has not shot well at all against them,
Well,
but he
a
shot
couple
well
years
against
back, remember
everybody else.
a couple years back, he actually sent the Clippers going home, sent them home.
But that was a couple years back,
Yeah,
man. I mean, we're talking about the present day. What I've been watching how the season's going on. They're 0-4
against the
against
Clippers.
the Yes.
Uh,
Dave Dallas has not scored no winning buckets. He hasn't scored over I
he
think 25 between
he had 11.
25.
Yes, he had 11 yesterday.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
bad.
he hasn't. Yeah,
Yeah, he had 11
that's
yesterday.
not his normal game.
Yeah,
So do
yeah.
you think it's a mental block with Dave and the Clippers, or do you think he's gonna get better as we go on during this season?
It might be. It might just be they just have enough people to put on him and make it difficult for Dame to really get off. I mean, they can throw multiple players at him. You know, Patrick Beverly that will get on your nerves and is a pest. And then you got you know Paul George who's tall and can move his feet. And then you have Kawhi Leonard who can move his feet and strong and big hands. So you throw all three of those players at him, that's difficult dealing with the whole game. Um, and I think a lot of those games they played too were without uh, McCullough,
Okay,
CJ McCullum. So I think they got the best of them at that point. But I I think in playoffs, I think Dame's just a different player in the playoffs, man. I don't think you're gonna hold him to 11 points in the playoffs. Um, good point. So Corey says that Trey Young mirrors Dame, so he's shaping up to be the Dame of the ATL.
okay,
That's not that's not a bad take. I think I think Trey Young is not getting his just due, man. I think what he's averaging like 28 points, nine assists, five
mhm,
rebounds. I mean, the guy is he's doing it all, and he has his team in fourth place. And we named a lot of teams that have star players, but to put Lamelo above Trey Young, man, that's just disrespectful. Um, and Chuck says, Atlanta Hawks don't have all the fame and glory as your Celtics, Lakers, and Clippers. And don't even put the Clippers in there. Clippers don't have no fame or glory, but they don't. But neither does Charlotte. And so why are they getting the okay? You know,
Michael Jordan.
you think that's why? But
Yeah,
Michael,
because he finally picked a person, a scorer that could actually maybe get him over the hump. So they're gonna give all the props to Michael Jordan. Come on, let's think about it, everybody. Michael Jordan's been a face of the NBA for so long. He's still pretty much almost a face of the NBA now, except for Jordan. And if any chance they get to glorify Michael Jordan, any picks he's done, because they know he's been a sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. Lack of picks that he's gotten to get him over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
That if he gets one right, they're gonna give him pop.
I just don't. I just can't see that many players better than doggone Trey Young, man. And maybe I'm
No.
just looking at Trey Young as maybe I'm giving him too much praise. I
Okay.
think Trey Young is so underrated, man. And I guess it is because he played for the Hawks. I guess
Yeah.
you don't you don't have that that push, you know.
Mm-mm.
And
Yeah.
Atlanta should. Atlanta's a big city, a
Yeah.
big
It is.
market. They should
It is.
definitely be pushing their player, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're not pushing their player enough. He should be over. He should be on billboards. He should be on buses. He should be in commercials. Why Trey Young's not in any commercials?
Good
Uh,
question. Good
that
question.
that that is something that needs to be done for him, I guess, to get the notoriety that
Recognition.
he
Yeah.
deserves. Yeah, yeah, notoriety he deserves. And James, you're right, bro. There's no way the Clippers should ever be mentioned in the same breath as the Lakers as far as fame and glory. Never, never.
Never.
I'm with you on that,
Hey,
bro.
hey, G. Can
Yeah.
I want to ask you in the audience a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
If you and our viewers had a pick, and I want them to weigh in if they don't mind, and it was 2021, which it is now, and we have the two top players in the league, Damian Lillard and Trey Young. I mean, okay. Saying what they've done so far, because that's kind of and we had a choice to start our franchise with one of them. Who would you go with?
Start your franchise with?
Yeah, it's a new season, and we want to pick us a shooter and a guard or off guard to start our franchise right now. I said you have one or any of our viewers have one. I want them to weigh in, please, if you guys don't mind. Did you go with Dame Lillard or Trisha?
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with
Be
Dame.
serious now. Don't go with your
Yeah,
heart. Think with your head now.
I'm gonna go with Dame Lillard, man.
Okay.
I think Dame. I think Dame is on the way, on the verge of being a superstar.
Okay.
Uh, and I was telling somebody, I think it's super hard for a player point guard to be a scoring point guard in this league and be successful. Um, with
No, G. You got to think
without
about the
getting
Isaiah Thomas.
who,
Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons, bad boys.
but he was always in the top in assists too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
You're right. You're
yeah,
right.
it, it's
You're right.
you have to be at the point, man. You have to get your teammates involved a lot. Um, Allen Iverson, they had to take Allen Iverson off the one and move him to the two. Mike
Yes,
Franklin.
sir.
Yeah, so he wasn't being as successful until he came into the two spot, and Eric
Yes,
Snow took over the one. So, and
that's right. And
that's when
that's
they made it
right.
to the championship.
That's
And
right.
so it's hard, man, to have your point guard being your scorer too. You know,
Okay.
and I think that's what maybe Boston is having a problem with because Kimball Walker is there. He's a scoring point guard. You
Yeah.
know, and that doesn't get you over the top. And I think that might be Dame's um, downfall because I don't. He doesn't. He can score with the best of them, but he needs to be close to 10 assists a game.
Yeah.
And Trey Young has figured that out. Trey Young is right there on the cusp of getting 10 assists a game.
Okay.
And and his team plays better when he's doing that. When he's not scoring 35, 5 and 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's 30, if he's 25, 10 and 3, they're winning.
Yeah.
So I think that's where point guards need to be focused on, and
He's
that's I
being
think that's
dominant.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what I think that's what's gonna make Lamelo so good. Uh,
Okay.
Doncic, I think that's gonna be his downfall.
Really?
Yeah, I think you have if Doncic is having to score too much. I don't think he wants to, but I think he just has to.
Okay.
So if they need to give him some help where he doesn't have to score 35 points a game. They
Okay.
need they need that. And Derrick Rose another one. That that that's their downfall. They would never win a championship with your point guard outscoring everybody on your team.
Okay.
So
I have to agree with that.
I and I think the only person who probably ever done it was Curry.
Yeah.
Um, that I can think of. You know,
You
uh,
know what? That's a great transition for the last question for this basketball segment. That's a great transition, boy. That's why you're a pro. Okay, that's why you're a pro, boy. I don't care what nobody say about you. I love you. Okay, now, okay. Last night the Golden State Warriors had to come back on in 7-6 without Joel Embiid. I'm sorry about Giannis without Giannis.
uh-huh.
And Steph scored 41. How would you rate that victory? Would you rate that victory as okay? He just got lucky because Giannis wasn't there, or do you say okay? They just came out and destroyed them because they were the better team.
Not having Giannis for the Bucks is major. I mean, he's dominant. I mean, he brings the ball up, he rebounds, he plays defense, he's their scorer. I mean, he does everything. So without him out there on the court, it's not as impressive. When I first saw it, I didn't get to watch the game, but when I first saw it, I was pretty impressed. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, the Warriors came out and took care of the Bucks, but without Giannis, man, is not as impressive as I would have called it. If he was there. Uh,
Okay.
Like I said, Giannis is the difference maker for the Bucks. And
Yes,
if
sir.
if anything ever happens to Giannis, the Bucks are done. And that's why
No,
we said
finished,
that that's where Harden should have went.
finished.
Yeah, that's why I thought Harden should have went there. So just in
Really,
case,
Harden?
yeah, yeah, I thought just in case something happened to Giannis, you had Harden there. Or if Giannis just didn't play well, you still had Harden
Okay,
there. So
okay. I can agree. I can understand that. I can agree with that.
um, so before we get off that, Chuck says he might go with Trey just because Dame will require more money. His current status is a lot higher than what Trey Young's is, and that will limit their supporting cast with the amount of money you
Yeah.
have to pay him. So with Trey, you can pay him less money, and he'll be able to get some help on the supporting cast. Oh,
Okay.
and this today's to Kevin Durant's first game back, huh?
Yeah, he just walked on the court. And
He
I'm
just
watching him right now.
scored.
He just walked on the court. His mom taking pictures because it's his first day back. But still, okay. But still, think about this. The big three and Nets have played 7 games together. That's it. Either somebody's hurt or somebody's out, or Kyrie's taking a hiatus where he's just out like Ricky Williams back in the day doing what the hell he wants to do.
Um,
Okay, so unless you can get a championships require chemistry.
mm-hmm,
You know that, G.
mm-hmm.
You know that. It requires chemistry. And if you three gonna go ahead and get it done, but you're not gonna get it together because somebody's hurt every other week before the championship starts, how do you build chemistry like that? Do you
Mm-hmm.
think they could just come out there and wing it and win a championship? Or do you think they need chemistry?
I think they can wing it all the way until the championship game. I don't. Well, until they meet with a team like maybe Philly.
Okay.
I think they can. I think they can. They have enough talent to beat everybody else in the East. I
Okay.
think their their chemistry will build over that time. You know, by the time the championship game comes, I think they can. I think they'll be all right.
Okay.
I think they'll be all right.
Okay. Good. Good
So
deal. Good deal.
good, 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 good. Uh,
Hold on. Let me close the window. Go ahead. Go
all
ahead.
right.
I gotta close my
But
window real quick.
Mike Franklin said, "Do not talk about Ricky Williams, and he won't talk about
Why?
Tony Romo."
Ah, I forgot Rick Williams played for Miami.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But that's not when he had the problem. He had the problem with when he went to doggone New Orleans.
Hey, tell Mr. Franklin I apologize about that. I know he's
Yeah,
sensitive about
yeah,
Ricky Williams, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cuz I forgot that he did play for Miami for a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
And,
So
and
well, since we can't talk about Ricky, man, let's talk about Sam Darnold.
let's
Uh,
do that. I got my notes right here. Let's do that.
so Sam, I am
Sam, I am.
Sam, I am gets traded from the New York Football Jets to the
J-E-T-J.
Carolina Panthers, where they already had a starting quarterback. They thought,
Yes, yes.
and Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes, sir.
Um, but now they got Sam Darnold, man, and Carolina gave up 3 picks
Mm-hmm.
for Sam Darnold, who was a number one pick, or not a number one pick, but he was the first round pick, right?
Hey, he was a
Top
first
10?
rounder, yes. He
Yeah,
was a
top
first
10?
rounder still. He was a
Yeah,
first rounder, yes. He was a
yeah,
top 10.
top
Yes.
10.
They, they moved
And
up to
they
get him.
and they did not get a first round pick for him. They got a sixth round pick,
Yep,
two a second round, and a fourth round in the
yep.
2022.
Yeah, next year.
Next
Now,
year.
we talk
Next
about
year.
next year now.
Yeah,
Let's talk about this year.
yeah. But they did get uh their number 9 pick,
Yeah.
right? So, but that is that I guess Carolina came
Say
out okay
Say
with it.
no. Tell me how you really feel. I'm not gonna go for that. Tell me how
No,
you really feel about that. No. You're just trying to be polite, like a great host and a great moderator. Tell me how you really feel about that. Come
I
on.
honestly I think Carolina came out okay because honestly I don't think Sam Darnold is a bad quarterback. I think Sam Darnold had a bad coach in Adam Gase, but I
Okay, I
don't
could.
think I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I've seen him make throws. I've seen him kill us, man.
He got lucky. He
Yeah,
got lucky. And I'm gonna stick with that. I don't care. He
but
got lucky.
I think Darnold has some good traits to him, man. I think he can be a player. I think he can be a player. Um, but he only has 1 year left on his contract.
Okay. Okay.
So I guess this doesn't exclude Carolina from picking up another quarterback in the draft.
Okay. Okay. Um, Corey, if you're listening, I want you to weigh in on this via text message. I know you're at work. We'll try this. Okay. First of all, Teddy Bridgewater is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. He's been a better quarterback in the last 2 years than Sam Darnold. He's thrown more touchdowns. He's has more completions. He's had more yards. He's won more games, especially with New Orleans. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a mistake to have him come there and try to replace Teddy Bridgewater unless you think Sam Darnold's better than him, but he hasn't proven it. Numbers don't lie. Anybody out there, our audience, viewers, Google it. Teddy Bridgewater's been a better quarterback than Sam Darnold in the last 2 seasons. Okay, so
I
I don't see why they would even put a competition in unless they don't feel that Teddy Bridgewater is capable of carrying his team. But he carried the Saints when Drew Brees was out, and they had that's a better team than what Carolina is. So I'm just saying. I think they if they chose him is for a reason. And you know what the funny part about this is, G? They made a hype video for Sam Darnold and put him in an Iron Man costume. Okay, they didn't do that for Teddy Bridgewater. They just brought him and paid him money. But you're hyping up this dude. So you telling me that he's better than Teddy Bridgewater, but Teddy Bridgewater had better numbers and more wins and more touchdowns and more completions and less interceptions. But now you're gonna put him on the back burner because you feel Sam Darnold is better than. And that's what I don't understand. Can you tell me and explain to me how you feel about what I just gave you in fact of numbers, production, and situation that you feel that they should hype Sam Darnold up to take over this guy's spot that's been there.
What was Carolina's record last year?
It wasn't good, man.
They were 5-11 with Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And he also got hurt now.
So he got hurt last year.
He was, I think it was either hamstring or ankle. I have to go back and see my
So
notes, but
he he didn't do very well with them boys last year. He
neither did
didn't he
Sam
didn't
Darnold. G.
Sam, but they were tanking. They were tanking. Even when they had a chance to win, they didn't want to win. They they were tanking for Trevor Lawrence, and then all of a sudden they weren't. Uh, you know, I I honestly, man, Teddy Bridgewater is not that great. He's a great
G.
backup.
G. Have you
He's a
seen the stats? No, I'm not
he's
saying he's a great quarterback now.
he's
I'm
a
don't
he's a
get me
great
wrong.
dink and dunker. He will dink and dunk. He would throw the ball 2 to 3 yards. Uh, Even when he played with New Orleans, he was only averaging like 150 yards a game. I mean, he
But he
wasn't throwing the
won
ball
six
nowhere.
games, G. He won
Huh?
6 games. He won 6 games.
Yeah, he did.
Back
He
to
did.
back.
He
Back
he
to
had a
back.
he had a great defense over there, winning a lot of games for him.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
That's true.
I I I don't know if he's actually better than Sam Darnold. I think I
G.
think
Mm-mm.
I think Sam was in a bad situation over in New York. I think he's
Okay.
in a better situation now in Carolina. That coach in Carolina can coach.
Okay.
He had some key injuries last year, but he can coach.
Okay.
So
You
I,
know.
I'm I'm I think he's gonna have a pretty good year, man. They'll have their boy back, McCaffrey. I think I think they'll be all right. So I think that was a great pickup for them, man. I think the Jet,
You think that was okay?
I think the Panthers did well for themselves, and I think the Jets did well for themselves as well. I
Yes,
think
sir.
getting in, I think they should have tried for it first, but
Yes, sir.
uh, getting those picks in, at least they can stock hold and build something. And with the San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator as a head coach now,
Yes,
they
sir.
may they that whole regime, that whole Jets are sorry thing might change. I think that coach got a little dog in him, man.
Okay.
So he might change that up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
So
Question. I want to do a lot of Falcons topics, but I hate doing Falcons topics without Corey being here.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause it takes the fun out of it.
yeah.
I like to see that base pop in his head and he starts to lose it and spins in his chair. Well, it takes the fun of it. So we're gonna hold those Falcon topics. Okay, G, I got one for you. Okay. Now, there's been reports that saying Saquon Barkley, when healthy, is the best running back in the NFL. Okay, do you believe that to be true, or do you believe, in your opinion, that Travis Henry, regardless of how healthy Saquon Barkley is the best running back in the NFL?
I think Henry is the best right now.
Okay,
It could be a 1A and 1B between him and Dalvin Cook. Um,
Dalvin Cook. So you didn't say Saquon Barkley. You said Dalvin Cook right
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. I don't think Saquon is the in the top four.
Really?
No, I don't. I think watching him, he's exciting
Yes,
because he's probably the closest thing we've seen to Barry Sanders.
yes.
Um, but he loses a lot of yards. He
Okay,
he loses a lot of yards, man. Um, that's what I can appreciate. He doesn't get you the the third and one, the third and twos. He don't get you those, but he'll break one for 80 yards. So
Okay.
Um, and Mike Franklin is correct. Availability is important to ability. Um,
Yes.
they
Yes.
and he
I agree.
if you can't stay healthy, then you're not important. You can't help the team. So I have
Yes,
to agree
sir.
with that, man. But I think even though my boy Zeke had a bad year last year,
Hmm.
he's dependable, man. You know Zeke gonna be there every week.
Yeah.
He gonna be there every week. He gonna pick up the 3rd and 1. He gonna pick up the 3rd and 2s. He's gonna be there. Um, and he played what we call bad with no offensive line. So
Okay.
yeah, I put him at 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
I agree. I actually agree with you. I didn't think. I mean, that's just the question I posed to you, but I don't think he's. I could put him at 5. To Christian McCaffrey
yeah.
and,
He
and all of them, he's about to be about 5. Okay.
Christian's
Okay.
another
Good
one
answer.
who can't stay healthy either, man. And
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah. Well, he did stay healthy for a while, but I think he just got a bad hit, like and just. Uh,
he's doing. They got him doing too much.
yeah. Yes.
He,
I
he's
agree.
your
I
he's
agree.
your he's your your running back. He's your tight end. He's your receiver. He's everything.
Yes.
I forgot about Alvin Kamara. I forgot about Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You're
Yeah. I
right,
forgot
Mike.
about
You're
Alvin
right.
Kamara.
You're right. He's So yeah, that shoot. I'll put right now. I'll put Kamara over Zeke. So I got Zeke at 5.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, let me
yeah,
write that down.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
write that down.
I'll put Zeke at 5 now. Um,
Okay. Wow, that's a good one. Cause I thought you was gonna go with I thought you were gonna go with him, but okay, I see. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, G. 2 more questions for you, and we're gonna move on to topics, if you don't mind. Just bear with me real quick, cause I really want to ask you this. Um, the Patriots. Okay, they spent a lot of money, and they spent uh building a team, building an offense, getting weapons for Cam, but they're still debating on getting quarterback. Now, the latest has been that it's either Kellen Mond, okay, the college quarterback, or Teddy Bridgewater, or the boy for San Francisco. Okay,
Garoppolo. Garoppolo.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. Okay, so who do you think, in your opinion, and honest opinion, Garoppolo, Bridgewater, or Mod? Who do you think would be the best fit? Well, you guys remember too, everybody, Cam is still there. I think Cam is getting the short hand of the stick. He had coronavirus. He didn't have no weapons to throw to. Now they want to get weapons for him this year, mostly tight ends. And I think and Jalen has. I already know what G gonna say. I already know G, but let's just put the Cam Newton haterism out of it real quick and just think about what the weapons he has now that he did not have last year, G. Just bear with me, please. That he has now. Do you think Calamod, Teddy Bridgewater, or Garoppolo would be better for the Patriots? Who do you see?
Um, I actually think Garoppolo would be better for the Patriots. Um, but I'm seeing and hearing that they're actually one of the teams that are in the runnings for the Falcons' number 4 pick.
Yes, they are. I wrote that down. Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They're trying to move up. So that knows they're trying to move for a what? A quarterback.
a quarterback, a quarterback. But it's going to be hard for them because I think they're like number 15.
Yes, they are.
So they're out of the
Right on
top
the money,
10.
G. Right
Yeah,
on the money.
I don't think the Falcons would want to drop that far down. Um, the I think for the Patriots, man, I think their best bet if they're not asking for a number 1 for Garoppolo, I would try to go after Garoppolo.
Okay. Now
Um,
Teddy Bridgewater.
I think Teddy Bridgewater is a good player. For no, not Teddy Bridgewater. They've added too many weapons.
Yeah, they have a lot of
They,
weapons. Now
they've
you
added a
know
lot of
that.
weapons, and Teddy Bridgewater is not going to be able to get that ball to all them people.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
he won't be good. He won't be good for them, man. Garoppolo would be though. I think Garoppolo would be. Mike Franklin
Okay.
says he thinks Bridgewater would be good in New England. I just don't. He doesn't throw it well enough to be to play in his offense. I think you got to be able to throw the slants. I think you got to be able to throw the deep fades. I think you got to be able to throw those passes down the seam to the tight ends. I don't think Bridgewater can do that. So I don't think that would be a good fit for Bridgewater. Uh, I think Bridgewater's a good backup though for anybody. I think he can hold the fort until your starter comes back. So
Okay.
um,
Okay. Okay. All right.
Corey is on. He's watching. Corey says Pollard was better than Zeke last year. That is false.
That is false, Corey.
That's false.
That is false.
false. He had longer runs, uh, but he was not better. He was not picking up
No,
the third and ones.
by no
He
means.
was not doing those things.
No, sir.
The people
No.
look at the flashiness and think they do
Yes.
better, but that's not.
Yes,
It
sir.
takes more than that. It takes more than
Yes,
that to
sir.
be a running back. So I
Yes,
have to
sir.
disagree with you on that, Corey.
Me too,
Disagree with
sir.
you on that, brother.
Sorry, Corey. I disagree too. All right, last question, G.
Uh,
And we're gonna. I know we're running out of time, but last question. Okay, I want to put this out there. And Mike Franklin, my homeboy from back in the day, me and UG grew up together. But do you that think that they should have kept Tua or traded for Sam Donald?
keep to it. I think you keep to it, man. You gotta grow to it. I think Tua. I they say Tua has something special about him, man. So I think you
But they
gotta stay
kept
with
bringing
Tua.
in Fitzpatrick. They kept bringing in Fitzpatrick. Now
Yeah,
y'all cannot deny that. Every
I
time they felt that Tua was losing it, they
and
pull it and
Tua
bring in
Mayer,
Fitzpatrick.
and I think for that coach, I think he was just trying to keep his job.
Okay.
I think he was just trying to keep his job, man. And it worked. But
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I think, and honestly, I think they should have actually sat Tua the whole time.
Okay.
I think they should have sat Tua and just let Fitzpatrick show him how to be a quarterback in the NFL instead of bringing him in. I think they brought him in too early, and it, and
Do you
it, and
think he
it
wasn't ready, or you think he was
no,
still
he was
hurt, or you
no. I don't
think
think he was ready. I
okay,
think he it would have paid dividends for the Dolphins to just sit back and let Tua learn. But I
okay,
think they got excited, and maybe I don't know who it was, but wanted to see Tua in the game. Um,
okay?
but and yeah, Tua got to throw more than 10 yards, is what James Lil John says.
Yeah, yeah,
But
little John, I agree. He got to throw more than 10 yards. He has
but
to.
he has to have he has to be able to read, and
Yeah,
he the reason he was throwing fast because that he got to get it to his first read. Like, hey man, I got to get it out fast as I can.
but
Be,
if
be,
he
be,
can't do it, G,
because he
how's he
can't
gonna
read
become a
defenses.
successful quarterback? If he can't read defenses, G,
No, but
how's he gonna be a successful
that comes
quarterback?
with time though. So that's what I'm saying. I think he should have let Fitzpatrick teach him.
Yes,
Learn. That's what Pat Mahomes did. Pat Mahomes
yes,
learned behind Alex Smith. I think he should have did the same thing. You know, let him sit back. Pat Mahomes didn't play this whole first year. He didn't play the whole first year. Just let him sit behind there and learn from Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick is the pro that you want on your team.
yes, yes,
Let him learn from him.
yes.
And I think that kind of maybe kind of stunted his growth a little bit, but I think now Tua having a half a year under his belt, I think
Yes.
he'll be a lot better this coming year.
Okay.
We know he can throw past 10 yards. He did it in Alabama. Like
Yeah,
he
I
was
agree.
throwing deep. We know he can do it. It's just he just needs to be able to read these defenses. And this off season, he had an opportunity to learn a little more. We didn't have off season last year, so
Yes, sir.
it was tougher for the rookies to come in and learn like that. So I think he'll be all right. Um, so The Falcons, we touched on that.
Yes,
Them
we did. I would
being
really like to touch on it again.
being the number four, and they are willing to listen to offers now.
Yep,
Um,
they're listening to offers.
do you think that's a good idea?
Uh, uh, Sorry, Corey, but I think they should go ahead and listen to offers and pick up a quarterback and see what they can get from Matt Ryan. I understand that because if they move up, I mean, where they're at right now, they're gonna get one of the best prospects coming out as quarterback. I know Corey's probably flipping out of his truck right now, but think about it. What type of haul? I mean, I know you're not going to get a big. I know you get a bigger haul for Julio than you would for Matt Ryan, but Matt Ryan's still a bona fide quarterback. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's won a bunch of games. He's still a necessity to some team that can feel that they're going to give you a nice haul for him. It might not be what you want, but look at what Sam Bradford got. Look what they got for a couple of the quarterbacks that they traded. I mean, so you could get something from Matt Ryan, man. That can help you significantly build your team. I think they should look for a quarterback in the draft, man. I really think they should go for Jason Fields. Justin Fields. I'm
So
sorry.
so you think they should keep the number four pick and not trade,
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir. I do.
and just trade Matt Ryan and Julio Jones.
No, no. Keep Julio Jones. Trade Matt Ryan.
Trade Matt Ryan.
Pick up a veteran quarterback that you can get for the league minimum and go from there.
Yeah. Do you remember the list of quarterbacks that I gave y'all about a couple weeks ago that were
Yeah.
left out there?
Not many. Not many, dog. Not many. Not many. But okay, okay. Think about this. Okay. Do you think you might be with enough with enough uh try you might be able to pry one of those veteran quarterbacks away from somebody with enough money? Money talks.
uh, no,
Money talks now.
you're not
Money
gonna
talks.
you're not gonna be able to. You would have to actually trade for one of their backup quarterbacks. You're not
Yeah.
gonna. You can't just tell them you're gonna give them more money now. All the trade deadline is over, so you ain't
Hmm.
really doing that no more. Um,
Yes, sir.
no, it ain't nothing out there, dog. Like you get rid of Matt Ryan, and let me say this: I don't think anybody's picking up Matt Ryan. I don't think anybody's gonna trade Matt Ryan. Uh, I mean, like I said, you're not. We can't trade anywhere right now, anyway. But
Yeah.
nobody would want Matt Ryan right now. Like he's too old. Um,
Yeah.
so you're gonna get shit a bag of chips and maybe an orange juice for Matt Ryan at this point, dog. Nobody's giving up anything for Matt.
A bag of chips in a sippy
They
cup.
dog, they gave up a sixth round, a second round, and a fourth round for Sam Darnold, who was number one
Yes.
pick, and he's like 23. You know, yeah, they're
You're
not.
right, G. You're
They're,
right.
they're not.
You're right.
They're not
I
doing
was just trying to give hope to the Falcons fans out there. I was, 'cause I was just trying to give a little hope, but yeah, it seems
that.
that
So let me say this. Uh,
okay.
you got Corey says I'm dirty, man. So Denver's probably the best chance. Oh, so I'm sorry, they're ninth. So Denver's probably the best chance that they have to get
Yeah,
that
I
trade
agree.
done.
I
Uh,
agree.
Denver
I agree.
Denver can give up three number threes,
Yes.
and which you would have to give up to get the four.
Yes.
Three number threes and the number ninth pick. That way, the Falcons can still stay in the top 10. They
Yes.
can still pick up a a uh, lineman,
Okay.
and if I was them, I would say give me Drew Luck.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Give me Drew
Go ahead,
Luck.
talk to me. I'm listening.
Yeah, give me
Okay.
Drew Luck and two number twos
Okay.
and the ninth pick.
Okay.
Because Denver's going after a quarterback. So
Okay.
give me them. Drew Luck is not. He's not. He don't want to be a backup. Not with Denver.
Mm-mm.
So
Not at all.
you get the Falcons get them a quarterback that they can groom, who was a
Okay.
top pick in the
Okay.
draft,
Okay.
a young player. Matt Ryan's going to be gone in 2 years. He can learn from Matt Ryan, and they will be ready by the time Matt retires. And
Okay.
you have your offensive lineman there to help out and Drew Luck or
Okay.
Drew Lock. I'm sorry, Drew Lock.
You're not. Yeah, that's
So
fine. That's fine. We know what you
yeah,
mean. Go. That's
I
fine.
think I think Denver is the best way to go for him, man. And like I said, you don't drop for it. You drop to 9.
You got it. You got it. And
Yep.
and with some of the some more what the picks they get, they can pick up a wide receiver and a couple of the tight ends and go from there and
They
build
can,
around him and give him some fresh fresh personnel to throw to.
because
That's
they
not
only have
bad.
3 picks. The Falcons only have 3 picks this year.
Yeah.
So with that number 9 pick, so they will get the number 9 and the 40th pick.
Okay.
Man, I I'll take that, dog.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll take
take
it
that.
too. I will
I'll
take
take
it.
that.
I will definitely take it.
Yeah, I'll take that. Give me that, and you can get your running back in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
You can get your offensive lineman in the first round. Dog, you set. You
That's it.
set.
That's
So
it.
that's where I think they should go, man. Washington is also another team that's supposed to be involved, but they don't really have a chance because they're number 19.
Yeah,
Um,
no doubt.
that
No
there's
doubt.
nobody's dropping out of the top 5 to go to 19. You're in no man's land at 19.
Yeah. You're right.
I don't see it though. I don't see it. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, man, that's it, man. Those are the topics
All
that
right.
we wanted to talk about today.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes, sir.
I like it. I like it, man. I like
I
it.
like it a lot too. I like that Drew Lock. That you know what? I got to think about that. That was a good take, G. That was a great take. I didn't think about that,
Yep.
man. I
Appreciate you,
really
dog.
didn't.
Appreciate you,
I
bro.
really didn't.
Appreciate
That is a good take.
you.
That's
Falcons fans, pay attention, man. I'm trying to help y'all out, baby.
pay attention, man. Pay attention.
Mike Franklin said before 22 girls came forward, I would have traded for Tua for Watson. Trade Tua for Watson.
and he's right. He's right. You know what, Franklin? You are right, bro. You're
uh,
right, Franklin.
that is funny. Hey, dog. Hey, I appreciate you,
Yes,
bro. This has been a
yes,
great
you
show.
too, bro. Yes,
Um,
sir.
James Littlejohn, Chuck Littlejohn, we appreciate you all joining, man. Everybody on YouTube, on Twitter, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Mike Franklin, my dog, appreciate you for always coming through, bro. We love you, baby. Um, this is the show. Corey, we miss you, bro. We'll see
Yes,
you on
sir.
Sunday, man. I'm sorry they tried to kill you out there today. We'll
Yes,
see you.
sir.
We'll see
Corey, we
you.
got you right here, man.
Yeah, we got you though, baby. Y'all see the shirts? We'll be handing the shirts out, bro.
We'll be handing them out.
Chuck and James, man, we got shirts for you. I got shirts for you when y'all get back, bro. All right. Love y'all, man. We will. Oh, so Chuck said, what happened to the NBA women talk? We wanted to make
Oh,
sure.
we'll get on that.
Yeah,
Because we
we want to
can't
make
we
sure
can't do
Corey
that
was
without
on for
Corey.
that too.
Yeah, we gotta make sure Corey's on
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, we didn't want to do it without Corey. So we'll get on that Sunday. We'll all be on
Yeah,
Sunday, man. We'll be able to talk about it. I,
it's
I
gonna
got
be
some
epic.
interesting stuff to talk about with that, man.
It's gonna
Uh,
be epic. Don't miss
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Don't miss
yeah,
it. Tune in, please. Tune in.
yeah. That's gonna be that. I'm sorry we couldn't get into it, but we will definitely get into it on Sunday. Once again, man, thank you all for rocking with us.
Thank
If
you.
you all have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, subscribe at Talking with KPG. Make sure you subscribe. Say something, man. Like I said, tell us where you're from, and we'll reach back out to you, man. We love to talk with the listeners out there, man, the viewers. We try to make this interactive as possible, man. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thank y'all, man, for
Thank
talking
y'all.
with KPG. I'm G. That's my boy Prince, man. Hey, we are out. We love y'all, baby. See y'all on Sunday, 8 o'clock, baby. Peace.
Peace.